Hey everyone, Motumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and I have another fun deck. This was a lot of fun to build while we were on stream over the weekend, but as always, before we hop right into today's deck, I just want to remind everybody, if you enjoy the channel, the deck, the video, please like, comment, subscribe, check out all the cool links down below, join the Discord, hop on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/BAMotumbo, and join us on the weekend, and we will potentially build one of your decks and play it on not only on stream but in a video during the week. But with that being said, let's hop right into today's deck, and we are playing Parallel Lands. So like I said, this was a fun idea that we had gotten just randomly in the middle of the stream, and I had a lot of fun coming up with this and building it. So what we're doing is, yes, we recently played Doubling Season, so I did want to kind of hop on the Doubling Season train again. So Doubling Season, again, if an effect would create one or more tokens or one or more counters under your control, you double that amount. And not only did we want to play Doubling Season, but we really wanted to focus more on Parallel Lives because it only costs 4 mana as opposed to 5. And this does what we're trying to do. So Parallel Lives, a 4 mana enchantment. It just says if an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many. So it doesn't focus on the counters like Doubling Season also does, but Parallel Lives puts extra tokens into play. It's going to double the amount of tokens. So what we're essentially trying to do is we're trying to generate a bunch of mana by making tokens out of our lands. So we're going to be doing that with Mythos of Illuna. Mythos of Illuna is a 4 mana sorcery. It just says create a token that's a copy of any permanent. You don't even need to read the rest of the text because we don't care about that. We're just trying to tap 4 mana and make copies of lands usually. And if we have Parallel Lives in play and we cast Mythos on Parallel Lives, we're going to get 2 more copies of Parallel Lives. So that's going to give us 8 of a token anytime we copy. So again, as you can see, right, if we're able to get upwards of, like, let's just say 8 or 10 Parallel Lives in play with the Mythos of Illuna, the next time we actually cast a Mythos of Illuna on one of our lands, we are going to generate upwards of, I mean, if we have 10 or 11 of those, right, we're going to max out our token count at 250, because I think if memory serves me correctly from when this actually used to break Arena, I think 10 or 11 is the limit on what it used to max out at as, and that would generate something like 12 or 1400 tokens. But again, there is a token limit on Arena of 250, and that's spread amongst all types of token permanents. So we're really just trying to generate a bunch of, a bunch of lands, and then we're going to cast Expansion Explosion. So we're going to pay 4 and X, and we're going to we're going to deal X damage to any target, and then target player is going to draw that many cards. Again, we don't want to draw the cards. We're going to just force our opponent to draw the cards anyway. So we're going to deal lethal damage and deck them at the same time. And if for whatever reason they're at more than the amount of mana, or if they're at more life than the amount of mana we have, we're going to deck them. So this kind of provides 2 different win conditions, but this is a lot of fun. And also, Expansion gives us the ability to copy an instant or sorcery spell that costs 4 or less. So we can go to Mythos, our Parallel Lives, and then we can copy the Mythos to do it again, and then generate, again, just a whole bunch of tokens. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're really building this around a fog shell. So we're going to, want to prevent the damage that's being dealt to us from these aggro decks. So we're playing 3 copies of Root Snare, 4 copies of Haze of Pollen. Haze of Pollen, we're playing the 4 of because it does cycle. That could be relevant if we want to, draw cards. We are playing Utopia Sprawl for ramp. Again, this does need to go on a forest, so we are playing more forest than anything else. It does ramp us, and then we are playing Settle the Wild. So this is actually a really cool card. It is an alchemy card. It's a 3 mana sorcery. You get to seek a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, so it is going to provide some ramp for us. But then we get to seek a permanent card with mana value equal to the number of lands you control. So if we cast this on turn 2, we're going to seek into play our 3rd land, and then we're going to be guaranteed to get a Saheeli into play. If we do this where we hit 4 land, we're guaranteed either a Parallel Lives, a Tamiyo, or a One Ring. And then if we do it on 5, we are guaranteed a Doubling Season. So this is kind of a way to force certain cards into our hands. And then, as always, right, like I feel like because we are playing cards that are copying and we want to, we do want to draw these, we're going to play a couple of copies of Gaia's Blessing. And the Saheeli in this deck ends up being super awesome. I'm really glad that we put this in here because again, right, we're not casting any creatures. We're casting all non-creature spells in our deck. We're going to be making tokens. Tokens are what we're doing in this deck, so we're going to be copying with Parallel Lives and Doubling Season. And then Tamiyo also gets back Guy's Blessing, and then it also, if we plus to look for cards, we could potentially hit Guy's Blessing and shuffle it back and shuffle all of those cards back into our deck. So yeah. And then one thing to note, right? Because we are wanting to copy the lands to generate enough mana to cast Explosion to kill our opponent. We do kind of want to make sure that we're copying the Sulfur Falls, because as long as we have a mountain or a island in play, this will come into play untapped, and then this will generate either blue or red, right? So just be mindful of that if you do decide to build this deck. You can also do some other things, around Rootbound Crag. The mana in this deck is not perfect. We couldn't really play Triomes because we don't want to be copying Triomes because they come into play tapped. So, and then really the same reason for Shocklands, right? You don't want to have to pay 2 life for every Shockland that comes into play. But yeah, other than that, this is the deck. I really hope you enjoy it. Again, the gameplay is super sweet. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. This is not a competitive deck at all. I just want to put that out there. This deck is 100% for fun. We did have some great luck with it because, your opponents don't really understand usually what's going on with a deck like this. They usually will go after a Saheeli immediately. But if you're able to get the Saheeli out early, you are able to kind of protect the Saheeli just by casting spells. So then your opponent may start to freak out and try to go after Saheeli even harder, which just gives you and generates, more time for you to kind of look for your combo, so to speak. So yeah, so this is Parallel Lands. Let's hop into the gameplay, and we will see you all at the wrap-up. Oh, what a great name for our opponent for the first name. Right, so we go first. This is an interesting hand. Like, it doesn't do anything, but I'm going to keep it. This gets us a 4-drop, so we actually could just hit, like, well, we're about to get Thought Seized. Oh, no, this is Self-Mill. I mean, we've got time, right? We definitely have time here. Right, and we can potentially just get him with the Fogs. They're definitely not hitting really well with the mill. So pretty good. Okay. Ooh, Parallel Lives too, so we don't have the other piece of our combo. There we go. Okay. All right. We're starting to do stuff. Okay. So I definitely want to draw cards. This is a good hit. This lets us play Parallel Lives. And then we actually have Root Snare mana up. Okay, definitely going to draw some cards here. Alright, so settles are not great. So I'm thinking, do we... So we could Tamiyo and bring back the Root Snare, but our opponent might concede. So I'm not going to do that. If we Mythos the Parallel Lives right now, we'll actually get... Discard a card. Breeding Pool. Creeping Chill. All right, you got it. All right, that's definitely a path to victory for them. All right, we might actually have to... Let's just draw another One Ring here. Oh, we actually did. Okay. So... I don't like the fact that we have to shock in, because now, like, they're really close to winning now with the Creeping Chills. So we're at 6. What we do is we are going to Mythos. Okay, so we have a bunch of those now. We're going to name... It doesn't matter, honestly. We're going to name... I'll name Red. We are going to shock here, though, because I do want to get another ring in play. I mean, we're definitely almost dead. If they have another Creeping Chill, we can never use the ring again. But I think now what we do is I'm not going to use it anyway. I think we're going to Tamiyo. Tamiyo, get back the Mythos. What is this deck that we're playing right now? Okay. So we get 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. We get 64 tokens. I mean, we could just play Saheeli and... Right, because we'd actually need to draw one of our... Yeah, honestly, I think we just cast Saheeli and then say go and then Root Snare, and then the Saheeli is going to give us 64 tokens that we could just swing on the crackback. But like, I know our opponent's there 100% because they just hovered over one of our parallel lives. So we got the Salty Rope. I need a Salty Rope emote and a GIF that we can use. Somebody find me a Salty Rope GIF. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm just going to cast this. And we're going to cast... Yeah, I mean, we have...
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
We got a Root Snare, so... Let's go. If they just hit a big mill spell and then just get lucky, we lose, right? Alright, we're at 1. They have flyers. This deck is great. First game. Oh, come on, opponent. Don't be a salty Gus. Don't be a salty Gus. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Do we break it? Maybe we broke it. No, the opponent broke it. And we didn't combo per se, right? But we're still doing it. All right. You have attacked us with all of your creatures. I would like to do the same thing for you. Come on, opponent. There's no need to do this. Salty opponent. With a cool name like that references a Nicolas Cage movie too, right? And then they have to be like this? Like, come on. Come on. Aww. Alright, well, I guess I gotta report you. No? This is a mulligan. This is better. Of course. Of course. We're going to say blue. I mean, I just realized that they only had one land. So... But they're still curving up to 6 mana with stupid Skirk Prospectors. Well, I guess we get to see a Muxus next turn. So let's make sure we get a ring in play here. Yep. Activate, pass the turn. Okay, we have a Root Snare. We have a chance. Draw some cards first. It's not what we wanted to hit there. Method, I don't know. Maybe it'll get rebooted in 100 years. Okay. I mean, you know he's not around anymore, right? Okay, let's draw a whole bunch of cards. What are you doing? Goblins! Oh, come back, goblins. I'm going to take that. 100% I'm taking that as a win. But yeah, alright. Oh, we got ourselves a Chad. I'm going to keep this. This actually kind of works out, right? Because we're not going to be doing anything on turn 2, so we can play the Sulphur Falls. I'll name blue. What's our opponent doing? Reanimate, probably. Oh, no, they're playing... Ooh, we could settle. I really... It thins our deck, but then we can't get the other stuff going. So I'm not going to do it. Yeah, so many people are just playing this. Our deck must somehow have the exact same like power level that they think. I draw more cards faster with this too, right? Like I could just fire this off and then draw after this and draw 4 cards. And then 8 cards. We die really quickly though. Oh no, this is only tokens though. So, okay. Alright, well, you just got all the blood gas. Holy moly. I mean, your deck's coming together, my friend. Definitely hitting. So if I settle, it goes into play taps, and then I can't fog. So I'm wondering here. Wondering, draw, hopefully hit a land. Nope. I get to mill another 10 here. Alright, another. Oh, they can't target. Or maybe... I don't know. You did it. still. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to settle. We're going to get a land. Maybe an island? No. Got a doubling season. We have a haze. I mean, we're set up pretty nicely, I feel. Right, let's just cast this. Opponent is 100% set on attacking even though they don't deal any damage. Let's draw 3 here. Was this one set on blue? I mean, probably just name blue again. Doesn't really matter. They have to try, right? Like, let's draw a bunch of cards. All right, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I think I'm going to start off with the ring. And then I think we're going to play Doubling Season. Oh, Chad, come back. You didn't even see what we were going to do to you. Oh, man. Well, I feel like if there's one deck we're beating, it's that deck, right? Depending on what they mill, if they have a really slow start. All right, what are we doing here? We're going first. Ketria Triumph. All right, well, we have a Root Snare available just in case. That does not have haste, so I think we're good. Doubling Season. Okay, so how do we want to play this? Do I want to play the ring here? Yeah, let's go and get the ring down. Oh, we got another one. All right, so they draw a discard. They don't have mana for counters. Thank you for drawing a land there. Do I want a 4 or a 5? A 5's going to definitely get us a Doubling Season. A 4 could get us a Parallel Lives or a Tamiyo. I'm going to try to hit a Tamiyo here. I think this is correct. Could be wrong. Definitely did not hit Tamiyo. Want to preserve our life total right now as much as possible. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just play a doubling season. I don't necessarily care about reshuffling, so they might go after the guy's blessing here. No, they didn't. Okay. And they could counter this. Like, I know they play Dovin's Veto. That's 100% fine. Karn, huh? For what do they get? So they got the One Ring. Oh, we can't. All right, so all right, I play Parallel Lives, and then I copy the Leyline Binding, and then I get 2 Leyline Bindings, and then I can get Karn. They're not going to expect this, right? All right, where does the other one go? Does it go to the doubling season? Draw 5. No, let's just get rid of this. We played a land, so it's not going to get us anywhere. I'll wait. I mean, that was a quality play, right? And we're always going to have access now to Leyline Binding. So I play like Cube in real life and a little bit of Commander. I'm going to okay. 100% forgot that thing had haste. All right, so let's get set up here. And then let's... Doubling season? Discard 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So
We will stomp out evil.
I mean, we have the ring. Do I draw 2 here? Could draw 2. No, I didn't want to take the damage. We're going to be able to draw 2 regardless, so... All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 mana available. If I... Okay, I think this is good, right? All right, so we're going to play another Parallel Lives. I'm going to go into full control. I'm going to target a Sulfur Falls. Submit. I'm going to pay blue, red, blue, blue, and then I'm going to copy it. I'm going to copy this. Autopay. Resolve. But then I'm going to copy the Parallel Lives. Did I break the game? Like, I legitimately have taken action. Did we break the game? This first spell should not have broken the game. Can you guys still hear me? Like, am I still active? Am I still live on stream right now? Oh, I'm okay. All right, y'all can hear me. Did I disconnect? I mean, I'm not going to concede. I'll restart real quick. But I mean, if we go back in, right, and we lose, I mean, we definitely won this game. Waiting for server. Ah, it kicked us out. Destroyer? Oh no. Oh no, not the destroyer. Okay. We'll say blue. I'll definitely take that. All right, we're gonna slam it. Oh, Haze of Pollen. This is actually a pretty good card. We can't discard anymore, right? We can't sacrifice. This is really hard to get rid of on 2 mana.
Let us have a storied battle worth retelling.
Whoops. Alright, you're gonna shame scoop here. I almost named the ring. I knew they were gonna try to Shieldred's Edict us.
I have learned much from my ancestors.
Oh, well, we actually just drew it? So I guess this... Is this breaking the game? Like, it shouldn't.
To the library.
Alright, so we're going to kill them on their upkeep, right? Here we go. This is going to be amazing. Are y'all ready?
Of the wise.
Oh, no, we don't have... It's not going to come into play untapped. I guess this should not break it, right? This action should not break the game, even though it does put in, it's trying to put in like 1,200 tokens. The game should still cap. So right now we have 10 tokens in play, so this should actually cap at 240. So we have broken the game. So Yeah, but there is a limit, right? So you could. Oh, okay. So it just took a bit. All right. We're just gonna play this. And their game is just like it takes forever to process at this point, right? So. But they're trying to set up, right? They're trying to set up like Sheoldred, Underworld Dreams, Peer Through Abyss, and they need one more mana to do that. So there's a Sheoldred, which is fine. Alright, that doesn't do anything. They're gonna gain a lot of life. I mean, let's be real, right? Like, I mean, we're gonna do it for 240. I know I can do it for more than 240. You can draw, you can gain life. Good game. But yeah, see, the game starts acting very weird whenever you when you have a lot of stuff in play, right? So yeah. So that's that. Alright, Utopia Sprawl into Settle, which I'm fine with in this particular instance. We'll name Blue. This will give us a Saheeli. Guild Summit. Okay. Draw 2. It's pretty good. Double Guild Summit. 4. Could just double it. 2, 4. I think next turn we play Saheeli into Mythos. Okay. I don't really care about the Rams. Settle doesn't do anything. Honestly, I could Saheeli into the Ring. Draw. Let's draw 2. Like, they may feel like 4 of these tokens is a threat because we have Saheeli in play. But again, right, it's not. So I think what we do here is... maybe we Mythos hit a land, right? Because we'll get 4 land. This is free, and then we could play Tamiyo and then get back the Mythos and then cast it again. But maybe that's not right. It's gonna depend on what we draw. All right, we'll draw 4. They drew a lot of cards that turn. Okay, no, I appreciate it. Thanks for the alert. Okay, so if we doubling season, we actually don't have enough mana to do that. I kind of want to slam Tamiyo first just to see if it'll get countered. Let's go ahead and attack. No counter. Okay.
Tamiyo. It is an honor to meet you. The storied past holds our future.
Okay, well, we got a bunch of tokens. They're going to have to wipe our board, I think, which we're fine with. But they can't Mazes End us this turn. Yep, as expected. But then, like, what do they do here? Okay, so maybe they just play a bunch of creatures. Okay, so they're gonna set up the win for next turn. How crazy is that? Like, pay 4 mana, put 2 land into play, and draw 4 cards. Like, seems really good. Especially because some of these are like quality lands, right? Like, search for cards. All right, how much do we get? 1, so 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So we get 32 land. $32 land is a very manageable number, hopefully, for Arena. All right, they're discarding. They have 1 mana available. They have a Mazes End, so we do have to be mindful of that. We're going to take 4 damage, but we're going to draw 6 cards. All right, does this... Oh, it just says you win the game. Okay, so let's draw. All right, well, we absolutely missed. That sucks. All right, so let's start by okay, so 64 land.
Genius is as genius does.
Okay, missed again. A little unfortunate. We actually misplayed a little bit, but we will correct. We will correct it.
The past is never forgotten.
Let's play Dublin Season. There we go. Enjoy. Pew-pew! Alright, well, we had a lot of tokens in play. This deck is sweet. We go first. This is a Luris deck. This is kind of sketchy. Put this to the bottom. I'm going to play the Rootbound Crag here. Oh, god dang it. Oh, they're... Oh, no, this isn't Rowan, though. They can't have Luris if they got Rowan. Okay, so they're definitely going to sack... I wouldn't have minded hitting a ring there, to be 100% honest with you, but... This is what they're doing. Tamiyo or Parallel Lives here.
The moon looks intriguing tonight. I know I noted this.
I mean, we have Guy's Blessing, so got him. I mean, Guy's Blessing's a thing. All right, everyone, welcome back to the wrap up. And I told you we had a lot of fun playing this deck. We saw some cool things happen. We actually saw one instance of the game breaking where we actually had to restart the client. And when we joined back in relatively quickly, we were not put back into a game. So yeah, I did feel like the game broke there. Also, we saw a game where we utilized Saheeli to make our one of our servo tokens into a copy of the One Ring, so we could draw even more cards. So that's a cool interaction. Always be mindful of that. You don't get the cast trigger obviously because the token's already in play, but it is a way to generate more value off the One Ring, especially when you have copies or multiple copies of Doubling Season, so you can immediately tap to draw extra cards because you're going to put that counter on it first and then draw cards, and then Doubling Season does double the counters that put on things. So again, it's really cool. This is like I said, a really fun deck. The mana is not perfect. This was thrown together, so that could definitely be improved upon. But overall, this deck was super, super, super fun to play. I highly recommend it. If there's anything you feel like I missed or could have put in this deck to improve it, I would really, really like to hear it. I do think maybe Gaia's Blessings could potentially come out of here, and maybe even Tamiyo, but I do like the idea of Tamiyo being able to search to hit the cards that we're missing, right? Because we do get to look at 4 cards, but at the same time though, Tamiyo could potentially also be Narset. But then I feel like if we start messing around with the casting cost of a lot of our cards, right, that could actually hurt our Settle the Wilds. And then maybe even Settle the Wilds may not be the best, the best ramp spell, so to speak, in this deck. We could just play Cultivate or any of the other number of cards that let us go get basics or other just lands out of our deck. But yeah, just a lot of different things to think about. And that's why Magic is such a great game, right? There's just so many different things you can do. There's so many different versions of cards that kind of do the same thing that you could pretty much just build almost, I would say an infinite number of decks. So really, really cool. Again, if you have these cards, give it a try, or if you feel like I missed anything, please let me know so I could take a look and maybe, come back and look at this again. But yeah, other than that, again, if you enjoyed the deck, the channel, the video, everything, please like, comment, subscribe, check out all the cool links down below, join the Discord, and as always, please hop on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/BA Motumbo, and come hang out on the weekend. But other than that, I ask that you just stay safe, and we will see you all next time.